to our groups on what is innocently referred to as those global study tours. Now, for the family and friends, and particularly the spouses, you probably haven't heard much about the global study tours, for good reason. Chances to go off and learn about other countries, their people, history and their economies. On that first trip, we actually went through Chris's Stargate. We went back to Europe, which had gone from the Dark Ages to the Enlightened time, and I think currently they're back in the Dark Ages. But we actually visited Poland, which was called the Green Island of Europe. Bucking the trend, this small country had somehow staved off the misfortunes of its neighbouring European countries. We actually hypothesised as a group, now that we were inquiring-minded, that they had, all their leaders had somehow taken a Creative Accounting 101 course. I hasten to add, not at STERN, not yet offering that course. We visited Croatia, a small country rebuilding from the ravages of a conflict still fresh in the minds of its citizens. It is ironic that the most sobering part of that was actually the visit to the brewery. Indeed, the pock marks and bullet shells that we saw on the buildings as we approached the brewery reminded us how lucky we are to live and work and study in a country such as this. We were joined on the Croatian tour by a Kanye West, or I think Jay-Z impersonator, I'm not quite sure who it was, someone cool. His efforts to promote the American cultural icons were to be applauded, and his endeavour to make a meaningful connection with some of the locals. Quite inspiring. Our second trip to the Far East, we quickly realised that Asia is not one homogeneous bloc. Indeed, but a diverse group of countries with their own languages, cultures, and economic characteristics. We all came to appreciate that countries like China and Japan are indeed very different. Well, at least most of us did, unfortunately, being happy here. In particular, our pre-trip research, we came to appreciate the opportunities and challenges that were present in these countries. One of our colleagues was so concerned about China's chronic water shortage that she took to bathing in the ceremonial ponds and water features in an effort to conserve water. Another recognising that the average citizen in Vietnam did not have much in the way of worldly possessions, decided to part with an entire suitcase of clothing and personal effects to ease their plight. Both were certainly carrying with them the NYU torch that obliges us all to be good global citizens. With all this going on, let me add on behalf of my group, Mary Jane, Janet and the entire administration staff, thank you very much for your efforts over the last 2.5 years to keep us on the straight and narrow, almost. The program went very smoothly over the last 2 years, and we owe you a large debt of gratitude for that. Also, on behalf of my J13, on behalf of my J13 colleagues, I would like to formally recognise the tremendous work done by our 2 class reps, or as I call them, class prefects, Donna Knopfler and Rupesh Chokshi. They worked tirelessly with enthusiasm for the entire 2 years, particularly at the more social orientated gatherings. And lastly, we had our own band. So Marlon, probably the coolest kid in the class. Donna, who proved that she wasn't just in the administration part of the music industry. And a late comer to the band, but he wouldn't let go of the mic once he joined, LeVar, who you'll see on future America's Got Talent shows, I'm sure. In conclusion, the program required commitment, money, time, money, effort, and money. Sorry again. We gave up the pursuit of other interests, holidays, and most significantly, time forgone with family and friends. However, we have come out the other end more educated, worldly, confident and connected. Many have moved to new roles, been promoted, or just given more work, as the case may be, changed company or careers, or just simply gone off to find themselves. Doing a Stern EMBA makes you think about your job, your career, your life and your priorities. It gives you the tools, skills, confidence and motivation to do something about all of them, to aim high and follow your dreams. We have recalibrated our expectations of ourselves, our harshest critics, and now move forward in careers and life with clarity of purpose, greater conviction and renewed energy. Just one last energy reference there for Afshin. Thank you very much.